We're dust fighters!
I feel fantastic. I'm ready to play the rock and roll show here at Heavy Fest, Avondale Music Hall.
You got posted in the end stuff.
Did you?
Yeah, there just came a point where I was like, I need to work these.
I win.
No, split right in half.
We're gonna do it every time! Every time! No, let's do it. Ready? Alright, here we go.
2, 1.
Go. Oliver, bro, you better use your muscles, dude. Oh,
You killed me
every time.
He won fair and square. Bryan won fair and square.
You know, the breakfast of champions right here, bro. Unloaded the practice space, right? And then Tommy's fucking waiting for an Uber, and I'm like, no, fuck this, dude. You're not gonna find an Uber over here. I'll take you home. Out of the kindness of my heart, I take him home. I drop him off and I leave, right? So I get down to the end of the block where I dropped him off, and I turned left. As I was turning left, some guy was parked in a white, I think it was like a white Nissan. I don't know, something like that. No license plates, all blacked out. He's parked, and all of a sudden, as I'm turning, he decides to like just pull out and do like a U-turn across traffic, and just scrapes my entire fucking front end, dude. And then he tried to leave, so I was like, fucking like trying to like move and like block him off so he wouldn't leave. And we get out of the car, and he's like, "What the fuck, bro?" I'm like, "Fuck you! Like, what the fuck with you, dude? Like, you fucking literally like pulled out of this fucking parking spot and you fucking took off my front end." I was like, "You better fucking have insurance." And he's like, "Don't call the cops, man." And I'm just like, "Fuck you, dude." Like, he's like this the whole time. Bro, I was like, "You either got to throw me some fucking cash or you're gonna have to kill me. Because if not, I'm gonna fucking call the cops. You're not going anywhere, bro." He took money and like just unballed it from like this wad, threw it on the ground, got back in the car and just took off.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How much money did you give him?
$500.
$500.
He just threw $500 on the ground, which is probably gonna cost me more.
You know, like in the cartoons where there's a cake, a slice of cake, but then they take the cake and they leave the slice? That's what you should have done. He threw the money on the ground and you're like, all right, thanks, and then just take the wad, you know? I'm sorry that happened, Ron. Thanks for the ride. Here's a shot for you.
Hey, you know?
Cheers.
Cheers.
To the show. A shot of what? Hey, let's have a good show.
Dude, I get jitters, which is I think why we do this. Usually, like, it's our ritual.
A drink and a shot. Should I look at you or should I look at you? I should look at you. Let's look at the man behind the cam. Not nervous. Well, like butterflies, for sure. And then that goes away like right after we start playing. It's there right when the sample comes on and we're like getting ready to walk out. But then right after the first few notes, it's all gone. I'm pretty much just like hanging out with you guys. I don't even think about the crowd.
And the sample like kicks in and it's just like, it's go time.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
But right now I'm jittery. It's the fucking waiting that sucks. The waiting that sucks. It's just a random fucking like pill. I don't know.
A little anxious, but I'm good. Excited to play. That sound system is amazing. No, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. To share the stage with Corrosion of Conformity it's pretty nuts. I'm a big Nebula fan too, so I'm really excited to play with them and see them. It's an establishment show. It's one of those things where it kind of elevates us above just being a rinky-dink little local band. Have our name next to some big names, some really, really well-established acts that are international touring bands.
Ready for you to hear us. Now, here, everywhere.
Subdued, petrified.
All right, 3.
Wait.
We're Dust Spiders.
And you are watching.
MTV Cribs.
Yep. This is our house. That's our sink.
It's where the magic happens.
Yep.
Right there.
In the garbage?
Yeah. You know, it's
a master bedroom. Right there.
It's got the cushion, dude.
Yep.
Kinsley, what was the last album titled Guilt?
Well, I believe that's me. My name is Nicholas Kinsley, and I am the singer, guitar player of the band Dust Spiders. The title Guilt, we went through a few different names, all pretty similar. The reason Guilt stuck with me is this album is kind of just this idea of,
We shouldn't be staring there. That's a rat. That's a dead rat.
Okay, come over here. I got to do these questions. There's a dead rat over there. Thank you, Oliver. The reason we chose that name is based around the ideas of each song. Each song is kind of a human kind of being garbage and realize finally, after years and years of in denial, that he needed change or they needed change. And a lot of the tracks on there is about that. It's growing, it's becoming a better human, and I think a lot of people ignore that word guilt all the time. I think that it's one of those words that people are afraid to think about, to use, and it took myself a long time realizing all the guilt that I had, and unfortunately that I still live with, but realizing as my son's picking through garbage, beautiful things like my son over there, my youngest son, Finn, that's not here, hopefully somewhere, and Margot, what they did to make things change for me and help me realize that guilt, that past mistakes, doesn't reflect the human that you are anymore. So yeah, that's what the album is.
It's about just, people make mistakes. People are going to do shitty things, but just growing and, overcoming like those mistakes and just growing as a person.
Getting awesome.
Yep.
What inspired you to write the lyrics for your latest song?
I guess it's me again. Hi, my name's Nick Kinsley from Dust Spiders. Locked Up Mercy is the title. That one means a lot to me. So with Guilt, it was a lot of just opening up and being vulnerable to all these awful things that, a person did or myself did. And with Mocked Up and a lot of these newer songs is seeing the change. So Mocked Up Mercy is about finding something. It's about finding this passion and kind of help you overcome all these like dark and awful things, knowing that those dark and awful things are still going to exist in you, but finding something beautiful that can help you just grow as a better human. For this one, I mean, for me, and it will always be, is my kids. So, one of the lines is waltz with all three, they are the key. And that's, for me, when I wrote those, it's for my kids. But in reality, I love the idea of waltzing. Something about dancing always makes me feel better. It's true. Just want to dance. Just want to get down and shake my booty. You just gotta melt all that negative stuff and just dance. Maybe tango, shake your booty to Juvenile, whatever it is. So yeah, that's Mocked Up Mercy. I'm not going to tell you about Bittersweet because my son's right there.
How did we figure out the sound for Dust Spiders? Kinsley and I sat on our couch and we wrote about 100 riffs. We actually started out like writing like stoner rock and like weird psychedelic riffs that slowly got distilled down to like this weird punk meets rock meets metal. Unfortunately, we all have like very strange backgrounds, so the way that they kind of meld together, metal to punk and hardcore to just stoner rock and stuff like that. I mean, like we just kind of throw it together as it comes to us.
I just told Miller I wanted to be in a rock and roll band, and then Dust Spiders happened. So I didn't really know what that entailed, but Tommy, tell me about yourself.
Yeah. Hi. I like a rock. Like a rock. I don't know what came first, the Bob Seger or the Chevy, but I can tell you that Chevy would be nothing without Bob Seger. Glad we're getting this. We gotta go. Keep rolling. Anyway, like I was saying, and sir, what did you think about the show? He loved it. He's gotta go. Game on. I want to just get a quick comment from Oliver.
Do you have any comments?
No.
Nice.
I used
Beautiful family. Got a beautiful family.
So anyway, I hope that answered your question. That is the sound that we go for. No.
A little bit of country, a little bit
bit
of
of
rock and roll. Yeah.
Now that you're all old, what's the most challenging thing about getting a band going compared to when you were in your 20s?
I get really, really tired on stage because I'm out of shape and I like cookies and I'm old. So that's the hardest thing for me.
You know, you can't drink in your 30s and 40s like you did in your 20s, and yeah.
How old were you when you first drank?
That's none of your business.
Time. None of us have time. We all have full-time jobs. We all have careers.
We were friends first and then bandmates, which I think was great. So when we
Lovers second, third, I think.
it's hard. I don't remember the order of operation. Playing music is an excuse to get together 1-2 times a week. That's fine by me.
This kid kicking. Look at this animal.
It's kicking garbage, dude.
Field goal.
Yes.
You're insane.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question would be: can you share a memorable or funny story from your recent tour?
I forgot how to drive, and we might have left Bryan. I started panicking, thinking the house was haunted. I saw a cat, and I thought maybe like it was one of those like shape-shifting kind of things. It just wasn't a great night.
They almost got the entire truck and trailer stuck on a one-way.
Really, it was just me.
Yeah. It took all three of them to navigate it out of there. So that was a fun time.
I don't know why you guys let me drive.
Do you think your music is relevant today?
I don't really pay attention to what is happening in the heavy scene as much as I would like. I get stuck listening to like dad country. When it comes to with what we're doing, it's not necessarily about being relevant. It's about being timeless. I don't care about what's hip or trendy right now. I want a timeless band. I want something that we can look back on and be like, I am so glad we didn't write generic, dorky, chuggy mosh riffs. No offense to bands that do that. I'm sure you guys are happy, making way more money than us. But I want something that we can look back and be like, man, that held up. Like, that's why we add a lot of rock and roll elements, because that stuff to us is timeless. And we hope to continue to do that. Unless like somebody offers us a lot of money and we sell out.
Yeah, if anybody has a lot of money, we will sell out.
If it feels good and it's authentic, that's kind of the whole point. If it's relevant or irrelevant is kind of irrelevant.
Last question. So what's something you've always wanted to try or learn outside of music?
I've always wanted to try that old tantric that Sting's been doing.
Together or separate?
Together and separate.
Synchronized swimming.
Yes.
I think we have rhythm.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do it.
Ice sculpting.
Yes. We could do that.
I think we're all pretty good with our hands.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I gotta take it home to bed.
this has been the Dust Biters.
Thank you.